In the pharmaceutical industry, the unit operations are performed in certain controlled environmental conditions like temperature and humidity. As the temperature and humidity can affect the product's stability and processing, so control over the temperature and humidity is required. But out of the controlled environment, percent RH or relative humidity plays a great role. I welcome all the viewers to this small video regarding the relative humidity and its importance in the pharmaceutical industry. So what is relative humidity? Relative humidity is denoted by percent RH. You might have seen the percent RH requirement for the pharmaceutical unit operations or processing, like not more than 50% or not more than 60% RH. Sometimes some formulations require low RH areas where the RH is required to be lower, that is less than 10% or less than 20%, or sometimes it is less than 25%. So depending on the formulation, depending on to the drug substance sensitivity, the relative humidity can be adjusted or required to be adjusted to perform the operations. Relative humidity percent RH is the percentage of moisture, that is water vapor, in the air relative to the maximum amount of the air that can hold at given temperature. For example, percent RH calculation is given here. Percent RH is equal to actual water vapor divided by maximum possible water vapor at that temperature into 100. If the air can hold 10 gram per meter square of water at 25 degrees Celsius, but it currently holds 5 gram per meter cube, then you can calculate percent RH is equal to 5 divided by 10 into 100, that is 50%. That means 10 gram will be the 100%, and if it is containing 5 gram, it is 50%. So depending on that, the RH can be calculated. Nowadays, digital hygrometers are there which can provide you the percent relative humidity in digits. Earlier, the old techniques were used to measure the percent RH. Various formulations like effervescent formulations and soft gelatin formulations, certain capsule formulations require low RH areas. So why this is important? First is product stability, because the relative humidity may affect or can affect the product stability, powder flow and compression or capsule filling activity. It may affect microbial growth or may enhance the microbial growth at excess humidity levels. Then it may impact packaging integrity, and it is also required for the regulatory compliance. That's why relative humidity is very important in pharmaceutical industry. Moisture can degrade the sensitive drugs like aspirin and some antibiotics via degradation or hydrolysis. That's why product stability is affected. Powder flow and compression. So high RH leads to clumping, formation of lumps, poor flow, and issues in tablet and capsule manufacturing. If the formulation is hygroscopic in nature, if it absorbs the moisture, then working at certain relative humidity is very important. For those formulations and products and APIs, low humidity levels are required. Excess humidity promotes bacterial growth, fungal growth, microbial growth. That's why the humidity is required to be controlled in the production areas, storage areas, and also sometimes in the analytical areas. RH can also compromise moisture barrier packaging like blisters and sachets. If you are using silica gel and some desiccants like molecular sieve and others, and if you store those at higher relative humidity, then these material can absorb moisture and packaging integrity can be lost. Regulatory compliance is required. WHO, FDA, GMP, EMA, all the guidelines provide specific RH requirements and control in the key areas like granulation, compression, stability chambers also. During transport also, the temperature is controlled. In the manufacturing, the temperature and humidity is required to be controlled. In the stability areas, the humidity should be controlled. Generally, for accelerated stability, 75% RH is the limit, and at RT it is 60%. Sometimes for the intermediate it is 65% or sometimes it is 75% depending on to the climatic zones. If the humidity is higher, then the material can take up the moisture from the environmental air and can lead to product instability, microbial growth, loss of the packaging integrity, loss of the powder flow, and sometimes loss of the critical quality attributes like in the effervescent formulations. I hope this video will give you important understanding about the relative humidity in the pharmaceutical industry. Thank you for watching the video.